Happy New Year! Is everybody happy in Reavers country? What's the score? Score one for the Titans and many, many more. Say what? More for the homeboys? Sure thing. The Lynx, a sure thing last year. And 2017? Is this the year for the Iowa Western wrestling team?
I'm Madison Paulson. And I'm McKenna Paulson. And we are members of the Lewis Central girls basketball team. And the Bluffs Sports Zone starts now.
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to our first edition of the Bluff Sports Zone for 2017. And away we go. First stop, the Big K, Canesville Arena, and a certain women's basketball team is looking for a little payback. Last time Iowa Western hit it with Highland, the Scotties ran them right off the floor at their place, 109-72. But this time, it's on Big Blue's home turf. The visitors come in 15-0 and ranked 4th in Division II.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your Iowa Western Reavers.
Big Blue runs up against a Highland team averaging 100 points per game. Azaria Floyd and the Reavers in attack mode from the get-go, up the gut, grab a quick 8-2 lead. The Scotties come running right back. Mariani Carbolia lays it in. The visitors by 5, 13-8. Iowa Western closes out the quarter on an 8-1 run. Lottie Adepoju all alone, 16-14 IDub.
Right now, you guys did exactly what I asked. We got that 10 minutes back. Now it's a game.
A game indeed. Try a track meet. Destiny Tooks, one of her team-leading 8 rebounds to Delia Anya for 3. Reavers by 3. Carvolia, a one-girl gang, 39 points. Highland trails 22-21. The home team just 4 trays overall. Alicia Mountain hits 2 of them. The Scotties cut it to 2, 35-33 over a minute left in the half, number 2 again. But Mountain and Iowa Western jump into the break with a 37-33 lead.
Alicia Mountain.
Big Blue keeps flying in the second half. Adepoju puts back 12 points. Highland on the run, cuts it to 49-43 with just over 4.5 left in the third. Iowa Western closes out the quarter on an 11-3 run. Carmen Rainey knocks down the 3. Destiny Tooks inside. And suddenly the home team showing the guys how it's done. 60-46 after 3. Melise Uchar drives in with 13 points. J.J. Johns ducks in with 14. Alicia Mountain leads 4 in double figures with 16 points. The Reavers get their revenge. Scuttle the Scotties 83-71.
We definitely got in a situation where we had to prove to ourselves that we could hang with them. When we played at Highland, it was the first 10 minutes that absolutely killed us. And I said, if you just give me that 10 minutes back, just show that you won't let them go on a 20-2 run, we're in this game. We had to really help each other out. We had to have better rotations and just simply be ready to guard at any moment. And I think when we got the idea of team defense instead of I just got my man, we were so much better.
This game came down to who wanted it more. And we definitely wanted it after getting punched in the face kind of the first game. We just knew what we needed to do to beat them. And it was just out-hustle them.
We practiced on beating them, and we wanted this more, so we out-hustled them and got the rebounds.
We had a chance to redeem ourselves this game, and everyone was so focused, even on the bench. The support was awesome. So the key was like everyone was so into this game and everybody was so intense.
You can have a team that'll beat you by 37 points, but on any given day, any team that has that will to prepare and then just guts to go fight and battle for 40 minutes can win a game.
The Reavers stay unbeaten in 2017. So far this year, the defense has given up an average of just 56 points per game. Not a bad way to tip off the new year, huh? I'll tell you what, The intensity was in the air from the opening gun. Girls were diving on the floor, floor burns to the final buzzer. The Reavers followed that up with a 77-62 win over Nyack. Now, Big Blue out-rebounds the Trojans 56-31. The home team racks up 19 steals. Iowa Western stays unbeaten in the new year and runs its record to 12-4. The men take care of Iowa Central 82-76. The Reavers out-hustled the Tritons at their place. The visitors outscore the home team 17-2 in second chance points. Beasley with 15, DeQuan a double-double. As Coach Johnette said afterwards, no quit in our guys. From JUCO to high school, AL looking to pick up where it left off. But first, running and gunning at Lewis Central when we come back.
At Council Plus Savings Bank, you still get personalized customer service.
We have identity-safe checking with LifeLock, identity theft protection.
You get personal mortgage lending to fit your needs now and in the future.
You get business banking with the latest technology because saving you time saves you money.
At Council of Savings Bank, you get people who answer when you call and local employees who are actively involved in our community. Council of Savings Bank, hometown banking the way it used to be.
Council Bluffs is a growing, vibrant community. It's becoming a modern 21st century community.
We will be the largest free Wi-Fi hotspot in the United States.
Our vision is about building a community where families want to live and businesses want to locate.
We see that as a great potential enhancement for future growth in the city.
Listen now, can you hear the bluebirds? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun? Whoa, 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 whoa. Can you feel the sun?
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
I could see it in their faces at state last year. First round, the second-ranked Lewis Central girls stunned, down by 11 at half to 8th-ranked Pella, lost 47-41. But that was last year. Hopefully, lessons learned. Now the Titans, once again, off and running, with some new faces. Now I sense a new energy at LC, and once again, it's on full display against Creston. Now, the visitors know what's coming, but still can't stop it. The top 10 Titans back in action for the first time since December 16th. LC grabs a 2-0 lead with barely over 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Megan Whitty inside. The Panthers tied at 4 with under a minute to go. Madison Callahan off the break. The home team closes out the quarter on an 8-0 run. Maddie Polson knocks down the tray. Megan Holt on the run. And one. The junior, 15 first half points, not to mention one of her 8 rebounds overall. Lewis Central 12-4 after 1.
Be a little bit short. Let's get things going to the bucket. Keep crashing the boards. Keep crashing.
That they do. The Titans 15 offensive rebounds. The junior again, Holt to the hold. 17-8 LC. In the half court, the freshman Whitty underneath finishes with 8 points. Sharing the basketball, sophomore Whitney Wilson. and Lewis Central 29-10 at the break. Second half, more of the same. Danny Peterson sticks it. Creston 10 points in the first half, just 9 in the second. Megan Whitty drops it in. Megan Holt leads the charge with a game-high 19 points. The Titans pace the Panthers 55-19.
We haven't played a game since December 16th, so, you know, anytime you have 3 weeks between your games, offensively it's probably going to be a struggle at least to start the game. I'm just glad we settled down. We saw some shots go in.
I feel like, Derek, you have more options on the floor now to score.
Yeah, I think we do. You know, like I said before, I think we have we're a little bit of a better offensive team. We got a lot of different girls who can do a lot of different things. They can score inside, they can score outside, and we're pretty balanced for the most part.
Yeah, we're a lot more versatile, I would say. We have a lot of young girls looking to step up, and they're doing a great job of that, and we all just work together really well.
What can you bring to this season that you learned at the end of last year?
Well, we know that we can't be nervous going into state, and that we want to make some noise down there, and that we can, and that it doesn't matter what rank you are, that every team down there is good.
Absolutely. You know, our kind of motto this year has been unfinished business, and I think after that game, I think everybody kind of had the feeling that we had an opportunity maybe to do a little bit more than what we ended up doing. So that's really been a goal of theirs all summer. It's what we've been working towards this year.
And this year has just begun. Lewis Central tips off 2017 with a bang. The Titans win their 4th straight, and during that span, LC's given up an average of just 38 points per game. All right, so Lewis Central looks like a state tournament team once again, but only time will tell. The AL girls tip off 2017 at home against Blair, and this one all Lynx. The cutter, Hope Ritchie in the paint. Abraham Lincoln explodes for 26 points in the second quarter. Mackenzie Spanger leads the way. The junior pours in 12. 35-16 AL at the break. Now Chad Shaw's club features 9 juniors, not 1 senior. Kaylee Shaw, a team-high 6 rebounds to go with her 9 points, sticks it. The Lynx 12 steals. Miranda Hennings here with 4 up. Number 32 lays in 7 points. Abraham Lincoln skins the Bears 53-31.
Probably wasn't our best effort, but you know, overall, I thought we played really good. We had a great first half. You know, we just got to learn to play with the lead. We don't get in those situations very often, and we did. We just got to work on those things.
What about this team? Struggled the last couple of years. I feel like you've taken another step.
Absolutely. You know, we got a group of juniors in there that have, you know, been through a lot of varsity battles for the last 3 years and stuff, and they feel like this is their year to show some things, and yeah, they have another year to play.
AL starts off the new year with a win. And the Lynx have now won 3 straight and 4 of their last 5. AL is 6-4. The Lynx and all those juniors just going to get better and better. Hey, TJ knocks off Lourdes for the 2nd year in a row. The Jackets already equal their win total from a year ago, so look out for Thomas Jefferson these next few seasons. Say what? St. Albert knocks off mighty Harlan for the first time in, 13 years? Spanning at least 16 straight games? It's true. The Saints a team to be reckoned with once again at 9-2. And last but not least, the 5th-ranked Titans. And I'm told this year's Lewis Central team could be better than last year. But still, miles and miles to go before we wheel in to the Wells Fargo Arena. Keeping it indoors, the 3rd-ranked wrestling team pinning for a good finish at the national duels. Hey, the Titans duel it out with some Cardinals after the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist Jenny Ed Sports Med invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, Open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
What do we have here? The Lewis Central boys basketball team means business this year, ranked in the top 10. Say what? It's true. The Titans are 8-1. LC coming off a road win at Creston and then a big blowout loss at always tough Sioux City East. Up next, the first home game of the year. Lewis Central runs in minus the big guy. 6'10" senior Kyle Arrington out 2 weeks with a slightly torn meniscus in his knee. No problem. In the lane, Chad Moran sinks it. LC runs out to a quick 10-zip lead. 6'6" senior Will Prime with the board and one. Clorinda gets on the board. 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Joshua DeGaze baseline. But the Titans pushing the ball up the floor. Patience on the other end. Nice pass to Will King. 16-2 after one. The visitors just 3 baskets in the first half. DeGaze, all 3 of them, 18-4. The home team keeps up the pressure. Inside to Moran, and it's 27-9 Lewis Central. End of the half. Cole Jensen's feeling it. The sophomore knocks down 10. LC 33-10 at the break. The Titans 26 points in the third quarter. Josh Simmons pours in 10 overall. 9 different guys rack up some numbers. Defense to offense. Will King finishes with 11. Chad Moran blows in with a game high 21 points. Head coach Dan Miller and the gang having a ball. LC stuffs the Cardinals 68-32.
We talked about before the game about trying to play a little bit faster than we played, obviously, last night. We want to play fast, but in order to do that, you got to rebound the ball.
I feel like you've got some balance this year. When the big guy's back, you got him in the middle, both offensively, defensively, perimeter guys, slash and dash guys.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of everything, really. I think, when Kyle's playing, obviously that makes a huge difference for us defensively and offensively as well. So it's been a fun group, and it also helps us in transition and lets us get out a little bit more because he does such a good job on the glass.
You've kind of been the guy the last couple of years, but now you've got some other guys. How unique, different is that?
Yeah, definitely. My teammates worked pretty hard, and they've proven themselves to be a threat too. So, it takes some of the pressure off me, and they're pretty good.
We definitely have some talent with Chad and Kyle for sure. We got really good role players with Max and Will King and me. And we have good bench, and we have some size, and it's just been rolling, and we've been gelling really nicely.
We've got a lot of season left before we get to talking about tournaments and things like that. So we've got a lot of improvement to do before we get to that particular point. We'd like to win a conference championship first, and then when it's time for the district tournament, sub-state tournament, we'll turn our attention to that.
Titans stay unbeaten in the Hawk 10 at 6-0. Lewis Central and its coach cooking up a special season. And then there's the Lynx. Now, last year's state tournament team enters a new year once again undefeated. We've heard that before, huh? Now AL not rebuilding, just reloading. And so far, deja vu all over again. Class 4A, number 4, Abraham Lincoln hits the floor against Blair. The Lynx on the run, featuring a balanced attack. Mason Mower with the easy deuce. LC transfer Blake Elam from the corner. How about some muscle inside? Landon Tornaton. And one. Now the Bears, trying to keep it close, goes baseline. AL's Caleb Sneed for 3. The home team 24-12 after 1.
Out of the corners when they're on a swing, they'll start to break it down, okay?
Jason Isaacson's team 24 points in the second quarter, but the visitors knocking down some shots as well. Cuts it to 24-17. Abraham Lincoln goes on an 8-0 run. Tornaton, 2 of his 16 points. Fellow senior Elam leads the way with 26, nails it. Houghton and the Lynx steal their way to a 48-28 lead at the break. Having a ball in the second half. Number 10 again, Houghton with 12 points. Quick transition basketball. Trey Nixon lays in 11. 9 guys put down some points. AL stuffs the Bears 84-59.
I really liked our unselfishness on offense. I thought we really shared the basketball well. That's always kind of a staple to our program and how we play. There's a really good balance there. Definitely, like you said, we got some really good bigs inside. Guys that can get to the rim. We obviously got guys that can shoot. It's a good balance, and they're really buying into each other and playing off of each other.
Our strength, I'd say our strength is moving the ball. We move the ball really well offensively, and I mean, we have different leading scorers every game, so that helps us a lot.
We can play D at a real high level. We're able to. Anybody on this on the floor can score at any given time. They can go off. Anybody can go off for 30.
When you got such a long break, I was worried about a little bit of rust coming in, but offensively, our guys really played well now.
Abraham Lincoln stays undefeated. Next up for the number 4 Lynx, try 3rd ranked and unbeaten Sioux City East. AL heads into the big showdown at home, as always it seems, with something to prove against the teams from up north in the city. Hey, what an atmosphere that's going to be. Thomas Jefferson still finding its way at 2-6. Last year's state finalist drops 2 games under 500. St. Albert loses its last 2 at Kemper Catholic and at Harlan. And look out for Lewis Central. The Titans are sparkling 8-1 and looking good. And wait till LC gets its big guy back. Hey, it could be a state tournament team, no doubt about it. But still, a lot of basketball to be played. Up next, our play of the week. First for 2017. Not a bad shot. Hey, and do the Reavers have a shot at a team title? On the other side.
7,000 high school students drop out every school day. Let's catch them before it's too late. To start helping students in your community, visit boostup.org.
Starting to get down to the nitty-gritty for the Iowa Western wrestling team. Now, the Reavers, of course, looking for a top 3 finish at Nationals. Maybe even the top spot. Maybe? 2017 kicks off with a biggie. Try the national duels in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Now, for these big blue gladiators, it's a good chance to see where they stand coming off the Christmas break. Also, it gives the Reavers a chance to see what they're up against come late February. Third-ranked Iowa Western kicks off the tournament with a hard-fought 23-18 win over number 9 Lincoln College. And then later that same day, Clackamas from Oregon beats Big Blue. The Reavers bounce back to pin Iowa Lakes 31-16, so 2 out of 3 the first day. Iowa Western then nicks Northwest the next day by 4. And finally, in the 5th place match, Western Wyoming wins it in the last match, taking an 11-9 hard-fought decision. So Big Blue wins 3 of 5 matches, finishes 6th out of 14 teams. That's Josh Watson Company's best finish ever. And that's not bad when you consider the Reavers have only fielded a team for the last 6 years. And now it's time for our play of the week. And if you're thinking what I'm thinking, you'd be right. Abraham Lincoln is once again a force in boys high school basketball, and so is Troy Houghton. The 6'3 junior comes crashing in as the Lynx hunt down the Bears from Blair 84-59 with some help from number 10. Troy Houghton with our play of the week. So, Happy New Year! The first of 42 is in the books for 2017. Not a bad way to start, huh? And it's only going to get better. Now, I'm looking for the Reavers to make a run at the national tournament. And who's going to get their ticket punched to the state tournament? It's going to be here before you know it. Now, remember, as always, to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Aaron Zach. And so, for this first edition of the Bluff Sports Zone for 2017, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.